Coming up on DC News Now at 4, Pretty in Pink and prepping for the parade. A sneak peek at the floats hitting the district for the Cherry Blossom Festival parade this weekend. Plus,
last time they came, they were pretty awful, and my wife was terrified of them.
Billions of cicadas will spawn in the next few weeks. What you need to know about the historic emergence.
Blustery winds are going to be a common theme to start the weekend. We'll let you know when things will calm down.
Then, a professor developing a new rapid COVID test for the air. She shares how it could help ease your fears of public spaces. And the second round of the 2024 Masters is underway in Augusta, Georgia. How the players and fans are feeling after an exciting first day.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thanks for joining us on this Friday for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Happy Friday, Mark. We'll get to those top stories in just a few minutes, but first we want to start with a look at our forecast. We're looking at a nice weekend ahead. Things are drying out right now. We saw some rain this morning. Let's turn over now to meteorologist Damon Matson.
Yeah, Damon, how are things looking for the rest of the weekend?
Well, first off, happy Friday to you both as well here. Excited. The weekend is always arriving here around the corner. But checking out, we do have some showers that we are dealing with here and there, but that rainfall has become less common as we've moved throughout much of the day here. We had some showers passing across northern Virginia into southern Maryland. Some of that is still ongoing in St. Mary's, Calvert counties. And then as you go back off to the north and west, we still have some light rain occurring in western Maryland on the very edge of the backside of the storm system that caused all of the storms and the heavier rainfall last night. But again, overall, we are drying things out for the most part across the region, and we're drying out quickly too because of these winds we've been dealing with. This will be the big story as we progress into the weekend. We have steady wind speeds right now, 15 to 25 miles an hour, and we've had stronger gusts on occasion, 35 to 40 miles per hour. So rain showers, they will start to pretty much dissipate away over the next few hours here. Once we head beyond sunset, 7-8 p.m., we're done with any additional rainfall. However, we are certainly going to still see plenty of wind mixed in as we head into the night tonight and throughout the entire day on Saturday, enough so that a wind advisory was issued, and it goes until 6 p.m. on Saturday along and west of the Interstate 81 corridor. Within this advisory, we are most likely to see wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. The gusts won't be as strong to the east, but it is certainly going to be just as windy across the entire area. So when should we expect totally calm conditions to make a return? And are we looking at even warmer temperatures before the weekend is said and done? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. What's happening now? Final preparations are underway for tomorrow's Cherry Blossom Festival Parade in downtown D.C.
It's always a lot of fun. Thousands of people are expected to turn out for a morning full of floats, dancing, music, and fun.
DC News Now's Randy Bash joins us live with a sneak peek of tomorrow's festivities from the UDC campus in Van Ness this afternoon. Good afternoon, Randy.
Yeah, Mark, Annalisa, good afternoon to you both. We are here live now at the University of the District of Columbia, where some of those performers are already getting one last chance to rehearse before this all goes down tomorrow on Constitution Avenue. Definitely a lot of excitement here, a whole lot of pink, everything you could think of when you think of the National Cherry Blossom Festival and, of course, the parade. On the other side of town at the DC Armory, people are working hard to put finishing touches on a few fabulous floats, and we got an inside look at it all. Check it out. They're really painting the town pink for the parade, pasting petals, flowers, and blossoms on just about every corner of those massive floats. Floats from Metro, Events DC, Reagan National, and Dulles Airports, and more are getting those finishing touches tonight and tomorrow morning before it's officially go time at 10 a.m. The parade caps the end of a weeks-long National Cherry Blossom Festival here in DC, but the work that goes into those floats and the festivities started long before peak float.
These floats get conceived, 6-7 months ago and start being built. They bring the structures here. start putting them together, and then tomorrow morning they'll take them on site and do all the final touches. The city will continue to bloom tomorrow on Constitution Avenue with beautiful floats and 15 marching bands from all around the country, as well as fabulous performers and special appearances.
And now, if you are heading to the parade tomorrow to check out some of these fabulous performers and those wonderful floats, leaders for the festival say your best way to get there is on Metro. Driving could be a bit of a hassle. However, there are still some paid seating tickets available if you're interested in a permanent spot. But of course, it's always free to snag a spot with the family along the parade route and get in on the fun. Live in Van Ness, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. And DC News Now's Tosin Fakile joins us in studio now with a look at what you need to know on the roads.
And Tosin, that parade will definitely have some big traffic impacts this weekend. What's the latest here?
Well, Annalisa and Mark, those impacts start at about 3 o'clock in the morning. That's when roads will be closed in the district. So let's tell you what you need to know. Closed between 3 a.m. to 4 p.m. 7th Street from Pennsylvania Avenue all the way to Independence Avenue Southwest will be closed. Now, there are only a few closures in this time frame. There are other closures that start happening later in the day. I'll tell you about those in a little bit. Also closed from 3 a.m. to 4 p.m. 12th Street from Pennsylvania Avenue all the way to Constitution Avenue as well. You will be closed to traffic. Also be aware, closed as well from Constitution Avenue itself, right there from Pennsylvania Avenue all the way to 14th Street. You will not be able to drive through traffic. Now, that is one thing. Another thing to keep in mind is, so you see some of the side streets on here. We have 17th, we have 15th, we have 14th. You will not be able to park on there from 3 a.m. to 4 p.m. because that'll also have emergency no parking on the side streets. So that's something to be aware of. A lot of it's centered around Constitution Avenue and Pennsylvania Avenue, but if you try to park on some of these side streets, they will not be available to you. Also, no parking on 9th and 10th Street between Constitution Avenue to Pennsylvania Avenue. And like I said, these are just the ones that are happening from 3 a.m. to 4 p.m. As the day goes on, tomorrow on Saturday, there are also closures that are happening later on in the day. I'll tell you about those coming up. Annalisa?
All right, Tosin, thanks so much. Well, developing now, Prince George's County Police are investigating a shooting inside a LA Fitness in Glen Arden. Now, according to city officials, a dispute broke out involving two men and a woman on the basketball court inside. Police say someone then shot one of those men multiple times.
Now, people's first response sometimes is to escalate to a place of violence, and it's unfortunate. It makes me feel like there aren't many places around anymore where you can feel entirely safe, that you have to constantly keep your head on a swivel.
Police are still investigating that incident.
Surveillance video has been released in the murder of a sanitation worker in Prince George's County. It happened on Greenville Parkway back on April 4th. Police say the two suspects shot and killed 30-year-old Idonse Udosin as the trash truck arrived, and then they took off. Detectives do not believe it was a random crime. $25,000 reward is being offered if you have any information you're asked to contact police.
Well, coming up in the next few weeks, folks across the DMV will lose a sense of peace and quiet. Experts say that trillions of cicadas will emerge in treetops, driveways, and yards across the country. Our Haley Milon joining us live from Northwest right now. Haley, we've seen cicadas before. Definitely I have. But why is this time so different?
Just enjoying the peace and quiet, some birds chirping, the sunshine out here in Dumbarton Oaks Park. It will not be like this for long. This will not be the soundtrack of our summer here. In fact, in just a few weeks, 2 broods of cicadas will emerge throughout the DMV, creating so much noise. Now, those 2 broods emerging at the same time make this so intense. It's brood 19, which emerges every 13 years, and then brood 13, which emerges every 17 years. Now, we haven't seen these 2 broods emerge at the same time since 1803. Now, if you've been in the DMV long enough, you'll remember when we had another brood back in 2021. They were everywhere. Now, experts say this emergence will be louder and more extreme. And we checked in with folks to get their thoughts, and not many folks are looking forward to it.
They're loud and they are ugly, and they make a lot of noise.
Well, last time they came, they were pretty awful, and my wife was terrified of them.
A historic event that happens only every 2 centuries, and yet so many people are dreading it. Coming up, I'll tell you about other concerns that people have out in their neighborhoods for their pets and their children. Coming up in our next hour of news. For now, live in Northwest, I'm Haley Mylon, DC News Now.
All right, Haley, thank you. Staying in the Commonwealth, Governor Glenn Youngkin is breaking his silence after making big changes to a bill meant to legalize skills games in Virginia. And those changes include prohibiting skill games within 35 miles of a casino and within 2,500 feet of a school or a place of worship. This map from the Republican State Senator Bill Stanley, a staunch supporter of the skill games, puts those regulations into perspective. Any place covered by those pink circles or red squares would not be allowed to have skill games.
My concerns around the original bill were principally focused on having a more robust regulatory framework. Second of all, making sure that citizens have a voice in this decision. And then finally, putting in a more protective set of arrangements for public safety and for consumer protection.
Well, the General Assembly will reconvene next week to consider Governor Youngkin's amendments. The bill's author, Senator Aaron Rouse, is urging lawmakers to reject the governor's changes and return the bill as it was originally passed.